If you're thinking about moving to Little Rock or you're already in the process of moving and doing research, I want to talk to you today about four scary truths about Little Rock. I'm a real estate agent here in Little Rock, so I'm not here to scare you off. I just think it's my job to give you the full picture and help you find the right neighborhood for you. So let's get into it. So, number one, I'm sure you can guess. The first thing I'm going to talk about is crime. It's probably the one people ask me about the most is crime. And look, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Little Rock consistently shows up on the list of higher crime cities in the United States. The numbers show a crime rate of around 70 per thousand residents. And statistically, your chance of being a victim of some type of crime, violent or property, is about 1 in 15. That's not a small number. Now, here's the thing, it's not the whole city. There are neighborhoods that are in the green, they have A plus ratings. There's neighborhoods with D ratings. And I normally recommend people call the local police office or look on the crime maps. I'll link that below so you can use that uh, for your search. The good news is in 2024, we actually saw a decrease of 42% drop in homicides compared to 2023. I haven't seen the numbers for 2025 yet, but we are making progress. But it's still something that you need to know about and go into the home search with your eyes open. Do your research on specific neighborhoods, not just the city as a whole. Now, I will say, if I look on the crime map, my neighborhood that I live in is in the orange. It's not good, but I've never had any issues here with my neighbors or with myself. Even if the neighborhood has a high rating, you can drive by there, or I could drive by there and video, and you can kind of get the vibe based off that. You don't have to go completely on crime maps. And also just calling and talking to the local cops helps too. Number two, Gary truths about Little Rock. The schools. If you've got kids, you need to pay attention to this one. The Little Rock School District ranks 179 out of 250 in the Arkansas school districts. And on a national level, the average math proficiency in Little Rock is around 30%. The state average is already 39%. And the national average is much higher than what we're ranking here in Arkansas, as one would expect. Reading scores, similar pattern. So there are bright spots where you're going to get higher school ratings. You can use different websites up like niche.org or schoolgrade.org to look at all the different grades of the schools. You can also look at the surrounding cities as well if you want to not live right in Little Rock and you want to live in one of the suburbs. Central High School here in Little Rock is a National Historic Site, and it's actually pretty strong academically. It's one of the best in the state. And some of our elementary schools are really good as well, like Forest Park and Jefferson. They rank top 10 in the whole state. But there is a wide gap between those schools and the ones that are struggling. So again, it comes down to neighborhood and knowing which school your specific address will feed into. That's something I always want to talk to my clients about and make sure that we're looking in the right spot if you have kids. Coming in at number three, poverty and the cost of living. So about 15% of Little Rock residents live below the poverty line. And that's not just a statistic. It does show up in the community in real ways. It affects public services, neighborhood conditions, school funding. The median household income is around 63,000 now, which isn't bad. And the cost of living here is pretty low. Homes are affordable compared to most of the country. The median home price, I don't know why that's so hard to say. I want to say median, but that's not it. Median home price. I'm not blaming it on my accent. It's around 200,000, 220, something like that. But economic inequality here is real and it's visible depending on where you are in the city. Arkansas as a whole ranks among the higher poverty states in the US. So this isn't unique to Little Rock, but it's something worth understanding before you move here. Coming in at number 4 on the scary truths, which this one is actually scary to me. All the other ones don't scare me that much, but this one scares me. Every year, you'll find me shaking in my boots in my hallway with a bunch of dog beds and my dogs. Anyways, severe weather. Sometimes people don't think about this. I feel like it's getting more prevalent and more people are talking about severe weather. Little Rock sits right on the Arkansas River. Flooding does happen. Not super often, but in April of 2025, we had a generational flood. We had historic rainfall and record tornadoes. Arkansas took around a $78 million hit in agricultural damages just from that one event. We've had severe flooding multiple times in recent years, and a lot of climate scientists are saying storms like that are becoming more likely with climate change. I know we don't like that word, but it's real. Okay. Anyways, we're going to move on. If you don't want to believe in it, I won't judge you as a client. But we shouldn't talk about it because I'm not going to agree. Anyways, it's not just flooding. Tornadoes also hit Little Rock and surrounding areas in 23, and 24, and 25. I don't think we've had any this year yet. It's been kind of a calm year for now. So when you're buying a home here, you do actually need to look at flood maps because this will affect your insurance. Ask about flood zones. That's something I look at anyways when we're looking at properties. That stuff does matter, and we do not want any surprises with flood insurance randomly popping up because that changes things, you know what I mean, on the map. So yeah, you can get a house that has a storm shelter. It's not super common here. Most of the time we just get dark hallways like the center room of our house, and there's like multiple weather guys that go live and tell us all about the weather. When severe weather hits, they're on it, which is really amazing. And they're super knowledgeable. We're very lucky to have them, especially me because I panic. But yeah, buying a house is a great way to stay safer than if you're living like in a mobile home or something like that. They do have areas you can go to, like schools and stuff that have tornado shelters. Basements are very common here, so you really just got to get in the middle of your house. So yeah, number 4, scary weather. So that concludes our information on the 4 scary truths about Little Rock. If you're interested in buying here, there's a link below for you to book a call with me. I'm Aisha Pinnell, a local realtor here in Central Arkansas.